Hello everyone, welcome to another special episode of CG Innovate. This time, as promised, we bring you some interesting story of entrepreneurship. Today we have with us Siddharth Goyal, whose story will most certainly inspire you. His journey of being a student entrepreneur and then taking that venture towards a very mature stage where he's still working and succeeding in his enterprise. So it's going to be a very interesting session today. So without further ado, first let me welcome Siddharth Goyal. Thanks Siddharth, thanks for being here. It means a lot to
Thank
us.
you. Thank you
Yeah,
for calling me.
yeah, it's a pleasure. So before any ado, Siddharth, we would like to know your story, your entrepreneurial mindset, and how from an early age you started, and the work that you've done to make that venture sustainable and successful. Thank you. Please.
So thank you so much for introducing me. Hi guys, and I'm very delighted to share my story with you guys. And I started when I was 19-year-old. I was in Bombay. I was studying banking insurance from Jai Hind College. I went there to do my degree course over there. I didn't find my course that upgraded and that updated. So I thought that let's do something else. And my dad used to pressure me to get into modeling and acting, which I never wanted to pursue. So my dad is one of the most amazing human being you'll ever meet. So he's the one who has been my idol and who has been my inspiration all my life. And he has been a struggler and he has been a go-getter all his life. So he has given me that kind of upbringing and that kind of push to do something in life. So when I was in Bombay, he asked me to take the full advantage of the opportunity I have in my hands on my hands. And he was like, do something. He used to call me up daily and he was like, what did you do today, what did you do today? So I was like, I had to do something, I have to do something in Mumbai. So from my childhood I was searching for my passion. I am very blessed for the kind of parents I'm blessed with. They used to tell me what the meaning of passion is all about. Whenever I used to try pursue any career, they used to ask me, are you passionate about this, are you passionate about this, are you do you want to like give yourself to this for 10 years? So they used to make me be aware about the opportunity to be grabbed for next 10 years. So they used to be they are a very visionary parents, and I'm very blessed to have a parents like them. And that is how I started. And so they used to push me for everything. So I tried from like every music instrument, from tabla to casio to guitar to everything. I tried every sports field as well. I am a cricket maniac. So I tried cricket also, I tried football also. I tried every sport. You will say they always got me an equipment to fulfill my dream or to fulfill my wishes. They always pushed me hard for that. So I when I was in Bombay, obviously every student is always short of money. So I was like, let's do something else to earn some extra penny and start something so that I can manage my college expenses. And so that is how I started. So me and my friend, we started a travel company called Triplico, which didn't plan out. So I am very passionate about traveling as well. So that didn't turn out. So I had a the same friend once told me that I have a tailor who will come to your home, who will take your measurements, he'll show you the fabrics, he'll do everything to you at your home itself, he'll come and give you the trials, everything at home. So I was like, that was the eureka moment. I was like, why don't we start this business? This is a great opportunity. We can tap this on Instagram, we can create a profile, we can just upload pictures and we can get appointments right there. And that is how we started. So we started from scratch. Like we didn't invest single rupees. We just started taking screenshots of other brands and we started uploading on the profile. And that is how we got traction a bit. So after getting a bit traffic and traction on the page, we started getting followers. So when we got a little bit of base and followers, we introduced shoes. And shoes is one of the thing which can be sold online. So selling suits is a bit difficult just because you have to take a lot of measurements and everything is there. The customer wants to have a touch and feel of the fabric and everything. Shoes was a thing when people can just give their a UK size or a US size and we can just ship it to them. So shoes was a thing we started and started to boom the shoes market. We got a lot of orders from all over the world. Like we got orders from Germany, we got orders from Switzerland, from US, we got orders from all across all the pin codes of India, and we started selling shoes and started selling as we got a lot of orders. They were difficulty in managing the orders just because every order was a custom made orders. We were not selling anything on anything ready made. So we were selling custom made orders. So what happened was the guy had difficulty giving us the shoes. The manufacturer had a difficulty giving us the shoes in the right time, and we started to lose money. We started to lose customers as well. For that we start. So I thought that let's do something and let's set up our own handmade shoes workshop. So when I was in third year of my college, I started my own workshop right there in Mumbai. We started with a small workshop with two karigars, and so I I was like we were shipping the orders, we were doing everything, and I till that time I graduated the college. I graduated to college, and my I asked for like my dad has always had a dream that I'll send you outside abroad to do the MBA or to I'll send you to London or to US to study for 1 year and come back. So I convinced my dad that don't send me to London or don't send me to US. Give me that money. I'll invest in my venture and I'll make my venture big, and I'll do that, do this. I was a kid that time. I was just 21 year old kid. So I took that money, took my MBA money, and invested that money on my startup. And I was very passionate about, and I always had that self belief that I can make this happen. Meanwhile, in that journey, when I was in third year of my college, we put up a stall in Pune, and in that stall, we got an investment offer from a guy called Rajat Arora. He has written a lot of big movies. He's a script writer and he's a lyricist. And he has written Dirty Picture. He has written Once Upon a Time in Mumbai. He has written Azhar. He has written Badshah. He's like the main guy who writes movies and songs for Balaji Telefilms. So he approached me for investment. That time I was just 21-year-old. He was like, I see that only 5% of the startups succeed and 95% of the startups fail, but I see your startup in that 5%. So that gave me a really big push, and that gave me a really big self confidence that I am in, my directions are right, my vision is right, my thinking is right. I just need to have patience and perseverance to continue this startup and to make it happen. And that is how I kept doing it. After college also I stayed in Mumbai. I had to face a lot of problems in my shoes workshop as well. I had made a lot of loss in my shoes workshop just because I was not experienced. My family was not into this. This was something new which I started going to all the places where I can source things, and I failed miserably in starting my own shoes workshop. That was one of the most depressing part of my journey, but that also didn't stop me. That once after the college, I tried to pursue this for another year. I had the same partner whom with I started this startup, but his dad was a big businessman in Mumbai. He was already living in 20th floor. He already had a BMW, Mercedes, and a weekend getaway home in Lonavala. So everything which I wished for myself, he already had that. So he didn't have that kind of grit and passion to continue doing the startup, and his parents were not that supportive. So he quit and he left me with a lot of debts. He left me with a lot of other things which I couldn't deal with. So in that journey, I went into debt. I lost my home. I became homeless once in Mumbai. My parents sent me money to get me rented apartment. That money also I invested in my startup. So everything whatever I was getting for to eat also, I started investing in my startup just because I didn't have any other option. I knew that if I'll invest in this business in next 10 years or next 5 years, this business will only give me back. This is the business which will afford my lifestyle. This is the business which will make my own name and make my own mark. So after that, when I became homeless for a while, my girlfriend took me in. She used to live in Pune. She took me in. She gave me shelter for next 3 4 months. Again I came back. Again there were a lot of orders. Again I came back. Again I started restarted my workshop and everything. But after 1 year, I realized that shoes market is not for me. Leather doesn't suit me. Leather market doesn't suit me much. So I had to give up on my shoes manufacturing unit, and I made a major loss. And that time also, it was a very depressing moment for me. After that, I started focusing only on suits, and that is how I changed my life. That is how I changed my business life, and my personal life, and everyone of all my employees and everyone around me. So that is how when I thought that I need to focus on only on one product and make it happen. I'll only focus on suits, and suit was the thing which was selling, and my brand name is Suit Up. So my main objective was to sell suits. Shoes was something which we used to sell to make the revenue go up, but that was not working. So I thought that let's focus on only suits, and let's focus on only on luxury suits, just because we are doing this flying tailor service where the personal stylist is going home. He's showing you the fabrics, he's taking the measurements, then we are going for the trials, again we are going for the final delivery. So the whole process is too lengthy. We can't just sell economical suits, affordable suits. We need to sell luxury suits, and that is how I changed my life. After that, I produced my own content. I invested a lot of money on content. I did bigger photo shoots. I arranged for everything. Like, I was the creative director for it. I did the casting. I did the creative directing. I searched for the location. I searched for the DOP. I searched for everyone, and started creating a lot of content. I started investing a lot of money on Instagram profile. So that is how my business started to go up. And after we did our third shoot, we got a call from a stylist. He wanted to get suits done from PV Sindhu, for Prithvi Shaw, for Shrikant Kadambi, for a India Today conclave. So I was like, I'm up for it. We made three suits for them, and that time they were the biggest celebrities, just because PV Sindhu was world number one badminton player at that time. Shrikant Kadambi was world number one badminton player at that time, and Prithvi Shaw just won the Under 19 World Cup. So we got an opportunity to dress them, and I dressed them. After that, my business started to go up, and after that we kept on producing content, and that is how we ended up styling Anil Kapoor. Now we ended up styling Manoj Bajpayee, we ended up styling Ali Faisal, we ended up styling Amit Saad, Arman Malik, Darshan Rawal. So it's been a journey, and it's been a very blissful journey. Apart from my startup, I have grown as an entrepreneur. I have grown as a human being. I'm grown as a man, and I'm very happy with the journey I have been through. Now I'm running three more startups. I am into hydroponic farming also. I run a media agency where we handle brands. We are launching Chhattisgarh we have Chhattisgarh's biggest clients and biggest brands working with us. We have the new brand which is coming up. Suit Up is our formal clothing line. We have a new brand which is coming. It's called Sehra, and Sehra is completely based out of Chhattisgarh. If you see the logo as well, our logo is inspired by the bison head of Muria tribe, and we are launching a collection with we are using local artisans. We are using local fabrics. We are implementing all the stuff which is locally available, and we are trying to give more and more and more business to the local artists over here, just because the kind of experience I have gotten through Suit Up, I am using that to bring those kind of fabrics from here. Like, I want to bring local artisans to national level. I want to showcase all the Chhattisgarh's best art and culture we have. I want to promote that in a national level. I want to take that to Lakme Fashion Week. I want to take that to Indian Fashion Week, and showcase my collection. How Sabyasachi does it for all the Kolkata designers, all the Bengali artisans. I want to do the same for Chhattisgarh artisans. Just because if I think that if I'm the only person from Chhattisgarh who has styled such big celebrities, I have this responsibility, and I have this purpose where I can actually take this art and culture of Chhattisgarh and take it say nationally or maybe globally in next 15-20 years, that you can say. So that is how the journey has been. It's been around, say, 7 years of my entrepreneurial journey, and we have been growing leaps and bounds. We have our office in Mumbai and Pune also. We have a studio in Raigad, and we have our studio coming up in Raipur itself. So we have our main Suit Ups. We have our Suit Ups office headquarters in Mumbai, and our Sehra Design Studio is in Raipur, Shankar Nagar. So this has been my journey till now. and by say my perseverance or my support from all my close people, close friends and family, I have reached to this level where I am independent. There are like 25 people working under me right now, and I have been blessed to been like I've been blessed to style Anil Kapoor, Manoj Bajpayee. That is the biggest achievement of my life, and I don't think so I'll have another opportunity where I can. If you'll ask me what kind of life do you want, I want the exact life of Siddharth Goyal, which I'm having right now. I'm so blessed and so grateful about the journey I've been through. I've been through like the ride has been a roller coaster ride. It has never been a straight line, comfortable and comfort zone line. It has been ups and downs, and entrepreneurial journey is all about that. I think that the road to success is always under construction. So I have been working daily for like 14 to 16 hours and making my things happen and by changing my dreams into reality.
Thanks a lot for sharing your fantastic journey. I think it's inspirational at many levels,
Thank you.
especially the persistence through which you try to survive was exceptionally inspirational, and that it also gives a motivation to all the bootstrap startups,
Exactly.
who don't have the privilege of getting funded from the day one, or pre-seed funding as they call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think congratulations, Siddharth. I think
Thank you
you've
so
done
much.
a fantastic job,
Thank you.
especially I think with your new venture of Sehra,
Yeah.
with indigenous clothing. That
Yeah.
also seems to be very a captivating idea, and we wish you through and through success through
Thank you
the
so much.
roofs. Yeah, yeah. So on the same note, Siddharth, we will talk to you about how to reach you, how to reach your businesses. But first, a message from you to the all the potential young and dreamy entrepreneurs, students who want to do the other people also who are always thinking of taking the plunge into entrepreneurship. So, message for all those guys.
The message for all the students who are out there who want to do something in their life or who wants to change their lives of their own self or the people around them or the family and to get that fulfillment right here. Like there's a quote which says that it's not how much money you earn, it's how you earn that money. So if you're working in the things which you love and which you adore, which you want to make your mark in, nothing feels like a work. Like it doesn't feel like hard work. It doesn't feel like you're working day and night. It doesn't feel like that. It's something which you'll enjoy doing. It's something which you'll enjoy the process. So the things which I wanna tell it to all the student entrepreneurs is that there's nothing called education. There's thing called self education. You can't stop your self education. I work my I work my like ass off. I do everything, but then also I make sure that I watch thousands of hours of YouTube videos. I make sure that I read a lot of books. I make sure that I'm updated about all the latest news which is happening in the startup world. So the message for all the entrepreneurs is that first thing, you find your own passion. It's not about starting your own it may be starting your own business or choosing a field. Is just that you have to choose one field, you have to stick to it, and you want to become the best in the world. That is how you have to go ahead with this. It's gonna take years. Like I'll give you example of any cricketer or any sports person or any celebrity. It starts from day one. Like it starts from the time. I always had a dream that I want to wear suits and go to work. I always had that kind of dream where I wanted to wear suits and go to work. I ended up selling suits. So you have to have a dream. You have to have some vision. You have to have some clarity in your head. You have to be self-aware about the situations as well. You have to be aware about where you belong from, what kind of what kind of upbringing you have got, what kind of education you have got. You have to look into every kind of things, and you have to be self-aware about yourself and your capabilities. And if you're fully aware about your capabilities, if you're fully aware about your situation, your economical situation, your mental situation, your educational situation, your family situation, your everything, you're gonna create something which is gonna inspire the people as well.
Thanks a lot. That's a terrific message to all the people who want to take the plunge. Uh, so, uh, so, let me ask you, how can we reach you, and where are you available for anyone to?
So right now I'm available at Shankar Nagar. We have our studio here near Arogya Hospital, Shankar Nagar, and you guys can reach out on Instagram. You guys can reach out on my cell phone number. I am very easily accessible. So anyone and any person who wants to get in touch, who wants to do business with us, who wants to just wanna meet for a coffee. Uh, they are like, I am up for it. So I always love to meet people and talk to them about it. It makes me feel nice. It makes me go all nostalgic and makes me go all back to all the things which I have done in my life. Even it gives me goosebumps that I have done this, I have done that. Like it gives me it amazes me till now that if I have done that, I have done this, and I feel like I haven't even started yet. So I always love to meet new people, love to get the energy. I'm that kind of person who draws energy from other people, and I love to give energy to other people as well. So that has been my personality. So you guys can reach out to me anytime at any social media platform. Also, if you can just DM us or ping us or anything, we are up for it.
Okay, thanks a lot. So your Instagram handle is Sehera,
Uh,
sorry.
my personal Instagram is Goyal Sid, GOYALSID is my
Okay.
personal Instagram account. Then I have a brand page in the name of Suitup, SUIT, suitup.in. And we have another brand which is coming up, which is Sahara Design Studio. Once you follow my personal page, you will come to know about all the updates and all the things which I do in my personal life. And I document my personal life, I document my professional life on my personal Instagram account. So you guys can follow me, I'll follow you guys back, and we can have a conversation, and we can be in touch, and you can be updated about whatever we are trying to do in each every single day.
Okay, thanks a lot, Siddharth, for sharing such a fabulous, fantastic story. Uh, we from Techmint and CG Innovate team, we wish you, a lot of success, through the roof success. We hope that you grow exponentially and
Thank
are
you.
remarkably successful in whatever you're trying to achieve. And thanks a lot for sharing your incredible journey. It was
Thank you so much.
fascinating to have spoken with you. And yeah, best of
Pleasure was
luck.
all mine.
Yeah,
Thank you so
great
much,
day
sir.
to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a nice day.